See currently now at 90,980, looking quite bearish after Asia opened this morning. If you zoom out, it looks perfectly fine. But if you zoom to the medium time frame, my God, what is this? When was the last time we see these types of structure? That'd be here, that'd be there, that'd be here. Big sell volume on the 1 hour. What I'm hoping to see currently right now is a fill of the CME gap. So it looks like the CME gap superstition is legit. The 4-hour CME gap lurking there at 88,000, I think is asking to be filled. A lot of the sell volume is actually coming from the CME futures and Dirabit, so potentially fill there and hope to see a bounce immediately above 90,000 if price ever gets to 88,000. The most important thing is if we're going to be continuing to be bullish for Bitcoin, it's imperative we have acceptance above 93,000, and more importantly, maintain this pretty scuffed higher high, higher low structure after the dump in November. Okay, so overall structure for Bitcoin, like giga high time frame, it's all about perspective here. On the 1-day time frame, this is just a higher low still, right? But if we're scalping, we don't really concern ourselves with giga high time frame. But even on the 4-hour, it's still higher high, higher lows, right? On the CME, even in the CME futures here, higher high, higher low. We're only in trouble if we get a break below 74,000, close below 74,000, and trade below 74,000, hence accepting below 74,000. But on the high time frame, still fine. But on the low time frame wise, ever since November, we've just been in a bearish structure, right? But even in a smaller, lower time frame, local wise, okay, local low time frame, we have shifted bullish after the low that was created in November when BTC crashed to 80,000. From there on, we've sustained above here, created a high at 97,000, but now it has pulled back, and it seems like it wants to pull back towards that CME gap, which kind of makes sense because during these periods here, most of December, the point of control, the key level where a lot of transactions has happened between buyers and sellers would be just between 87 to 88,000. You can see price just range here pretty indefinitely for weeks during December, right? So maybe looking for that fill and hopefully bounce immediately from there and accept back above 93,000. That's key. Now, we're going to be looking at the low time frame as of today. Let's see if we get that move today. If we do in fact get the fill for 88,000, and this is going to be a very critical moment, and to help us see what's going on in the order books, we're using a new toy, a new tool. All right, here, let me see. All right, we're using Atas order flow. Now, this is one of the advanced order flow platforms used in futures, used in Forex, commodities, stocks, and now they're expanding to crypto, and the tool has been amazing. You can see in the indicators, they have nearly 200. Wait, let me pop this out. It's not popping out. Box Mining GM, hello. How are you doing, sir? See if I can pop it out. The indicator doesn't pop out. Wait. See if we can get another chart then. All instruments. Also, I want to see if they have CME for crypto. A lot of the big centralized exchanges available on Atas, but what if it is under futures? No. Okay. A bit of the indicator not popping out for Atas, but it's okay. At least we have the indicators we want. We have a footprint. We get to see the footprints of each candle depending on which time frame you're in. We also have the volume profile for specific ranges. And VPOC, the point of control, is the key level where there's a lot of transactions between buyers and sellers. Usually that's pretty good support from there on. But we have the old friend of ours, big trades. And this is really nice because it checks, and I've filtered it so that it checks for big individual trades on Binance futures to see, are the players getting in big shorts here. There's one player here who got in a big short. Is he gonna get trapped? So price right now is against his favor. Maybe looking for a long, but the condition for the day is still trending downwards. Catching a reversal seems a bit iffy now. So link in the description for Atas if you want to give it a try. They have a pro subscription for $10 and see if it can help you, because I think now, boys, like 2026, price action trading in crypto is not enough. You need order flow. You need to know the story behind each candlestick. Okay, this thing is more than just probability. Now we need to understand the behavior of the big players. What are they doing, right? Not all big players are smart money too. Perhaps this guy right here is not smart money. He's very big. He's a big whale, but he's not smart money. And usually we can use this against use this in our favor, right? Trapping him. So earlier there was a dump during lunchtime here in Hong Kong, or I saw price was ranging around 91,000, but then it just started to sell off, I think. Actually, let me see this first. So it'll take some time for me to get used to. I will do a full guide on Atas once I get familiar with their platform, but I've just been wanting to get access to a nice order flow platform that would get me everything I need, primarily with the big trades, so I can see bullish bearish absorption and look at footprint. Get familiar with footprint. Still not very good with reading footprint. What do the delta mean? Right. So yeah, here in 30. It was during these periods we saw a big sell-off, 12:50 p.m. Hong Kong time during these here. So if we're gonna line that up with the order flow during these times, especially after the first dump, the second wave of dump, there were a lot of shorts coming in during that time. One more big short here, but for the time being, price is against him. We have to guess where his stop loss is. Then we'll see a pretty quick propulsion maybe towards this point of control here, 91,700. So yeah, Timojin, oh yeah, Pablo GM, Llama GM. Which plan have all these features, or do we need to pay? All right, so let's check the Atas here. So the one I'm using, I'm giving it a shot, the Ultra subscription. But I've spoken with the team, and even the Plus is pretty good. Bang for your buck. Okay, the futures data with 15-minute delay, this is not applicable to crypto. Crypto in on itself, perpetual futures is different from stocks futures, from equities futures and all that. So real-time access to crypto exchanges, you get to see real-time data depending on which pair you're looking into. So it's a bit different from Coinank. Coinank have some indicators that are aggregated where it shows you multiple exchanges. But with Atas, you have different workshops. Okay, workshops, you can create your own tab here. But I don't know why right now I click open this indicator, it's not popping up. But you'll be able to have different tabs open and then trade multi-charts. So that way maybe the information wouldn't be that compact, condensed. That way you have the full info for each exchange, and then based on that. Llama says, I have two guys in box chads who hope for BTC to go to 52K. What do you think, Ron? They smart money or not? I mean, they're just speculating, right? It's nothing wrong with speculating, but just wait and react. I mean, just yeah, I showed you, right? Like, wait, display capture. Bang. Okay, wait. Giga high time frame. Yeah, this looks so messy, but zoom out all the way from 2024, still higher low. The last time we were this messy was the tariff April lows last year. How quick people forget, where people called for 50, 40K BTC during these times. So maybe they might be right if we get a close below 74K, right? So if price ever comes to 74K, you get the body close, then accept here every time price tries to take retest 74, 75K and gets instantly rejected. It's very obvious there's a sell wall here. Then yeah, 52K, right? But time being, it's all right. And in fact, I think now, all right, after waiting for that gap to fill, that would be the perfect time to go long. That would be the perfect time to buy. There has to be a reaction if price ever comes to 88,000. Has to be. So swing traders right now are already averaging in. So they've been in long since the break at on January 5th when BTC broke these highs at 95,000, then retested here, created a new high. So structure is in favor for bulls, right? So if it technically this is a break of structure if it comes here, but that's what I said. We want to see immediate absorption here and then acceptance above 93,000 to continue that higher high, higher low structure. Let's look at the flow, see what's going on. This layout looks way better than Coinang. Yeah, man, I actually really like it. I like it a lot. Let me okay. I'm gonna close the app again and then open again so I can open the indicators, the order flow ones. Okay. How likely do you think it will go 50 to 60K? Nah, low possibility, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense that the big boys are buying now. And it doesn't seem like it's from ETF because BlackRock has been buying. Yeah, outflow yesterday, but on the transactions wise, oh yeah, here it's just BlackRock that's buying yesterday. But net outflow wise, if you include every other funds that have Bitcoin ETF, and we also saw the value they destroyed, right? It's still pretty muted. Waiting to catch it lower than that all position. We were told that, we're in denial. Hey, that's crypto culture, isn't it? A bit of copium is a must. Oh, okay, wait, let me see. Get the Atas Connect, logging in. So I'll get familiar with this platform. And then let's chase that high win rate with order flow. Okay. This is a bear flag pattern on daily chart. Is it? Like this? I mean, technically, yeah, but we, you know, the context is spanning for the past 3 years. It's higher low, higher high. Even the carry trade unwind in 2024, you break this structure, but immediate absorption. It's sort of what we want to see for any aggressive dumps now. So it is a bear flag, only here. But context-wise, you need to remember, I think the 4-year cycle is dead. Oh, and also there's like, I've been seeing this pop up now. There's like some rich guys are selling their Bitcoin because they say quantum computing is a threat to Bitcoin, can decrypt the private key of your Bitcoin wallet, so what's the point of holding Bitcoin? Remember, it is scary, yes, but I don't know. I don't know. Are you scared about that news? Okay, let's go to the atas. It's a pretty, yeah, same old quantum FUD. Agreed. Okay, indicator. There we go. Okay, so here they have 277 indicators that are very detailed. Some of these, you don't need to learn all of these, but the ones that I really want to learn for sure would be the bid ask, the DOM. Here, bid ask. It shows up as a histogram. Hot open interest. However, this one is not applicable for BTC, USDT, Binance futures. This would be very nice to see where the concentration of open interest has been opened in. It's really good for options data, so maybe that's why they don't have it for futures. And DOM as well. I want to learn DOM. Depth of market. You can also open Smart DOM. And it looks like this. This is the one I was looking at yesterday. And when I went to Home Daddy's trading desk, I saw he had this open. So it's gotta be good. It's gotta be good. But in the meantime, let's just stick with what we're familiar with. We'll learn these for now. But just get a gauge of absorption. That one's the easiest to tell. So let's actually map out some key levels for BTC for now, because we clearly created a new low local wise, at least this week. This was the low of yesterday. Today we're trading below that. It just looks so ugly on the 5-minute. What the heck? And just when I said there's no more Christmas tree structure, I got humbled. Looks like there is Christmas tree structure, but maybe thanks to Trump. We already have quantum resilient coins, so in 1-2 year hard fork will fix that FUD forever. Hey, there we go. I didn't know about that. What are these coins? Let's buy them. Deepash says, hey Ron, are you selling your altcoins or just on hold? Honestly, to me, it looks like we're on bear market, so I was thinking of selling some when it makes lower high. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm already like still down 90% on most of the alts that I've staked, so it doesn't make sense for me to sell. The perfect opportunity for me to have sold would be if I was down like 20 or 30%, but down 90%, might as well just, hold on to it. Whatever. Whatever. Come back 10 years and then, yeah. So it's also about, what are you going to do about it? So for me, it seems like the old era of buying an altcoin and hoping it to 100x, it's over. I think that era is no more. So we're looking at other alternatives. Let's look at, areas where they have long-term value. So trading is one of them, because it's basically a probability game. And once we get good at it, we generate good ROI, then I will make back the losses that I've had from the alts that I've staked. Okay. Hi Ron, what BTC support zone now? That gap here, I think, very likely too. You have a cluster during December price action just chopping around here, so you don't even need volume profile to know that the POC is there. So I'm thinking, it has to. Especially today, we made a new low off of. We're trading lower than yesterday's low, so like, market's got to go there. Like, you better go there. All right, let's map out some key levels for BTC because we're clearly out of range already. So we're looking at previous support now. 1 hour. Ah, shit. Let's look at high time frame. All right, overlay. This was a move that sparked the entire run to 97,000. This open close here. So that's also another support. 90,573. Yeah, you got multiple rejections here during late December, just before New Year. So how do we correspond that with order flow? There's no big buy order right now. There's one right there, tiny, but a lot of the concentration is with sells still. Here, 92,000. There were some big buy orders, but they got trapped. Actually going pretty well here, but yeah, this POC did not get retested. 93,940. That was what I was hoping for yesterday, but we never even got the fill. Eventually it'll come, but today we're trading lower, so maybe it might happen a lot later than we would like it to be. So when you come back to the trench Solana meme, I think I mean, technically I'm still right? Fartcoin, but that's not really trench level. I miss those days though, iPhone. I remember you were there when me and Martin were trading, when we bought Fog and sold too early. Oh god. Jeff Sarah says, yup, that era is over. I'm gonna allocate my alt to BTC and stock and gold. Smart! Smart. Yeah, to be fair, I should have done that sooner before. Think should have taken profit after Trump became president. December 2024, that was when a lot of alts were very close to their well, not very close, but they were close towards their yearly open. BTC needs to pump first before altcoin season. You know, I think everyone has a different definition of altcoin season. CT has been just using that in like without context, you know what I mean? So let me tell you what I mean. We actually had multiple alt seasons. Hold up, let me cook. Yeah, after Trump became president in November, so from November to January 2025, so November 2024 to January 2025, that was technically alt season because a lot of alts were up double digits. But in my opinion, during that time, it's not alt season. Why? Because I was stuck holding the bag from the 2023 highs. Okay, so I think you'd agree alt season is basically the alts that you've been holding has finally come back towards your entry price. That is my definition of alt season. And we never got alt season because I think a lot of people, including myself, are still holding on to the bags very far away from their entry price. Like TIA, right? TIA average price was $13 and now it's 50 cents. I'm too scared to open it on TradingView. I don't ever want to open it again until it comes back to at least $4. But you know, that's what I think. And I think everything makes sense now. You just look at it like a public company. These like the dot-com bubble. They made a lot of money during the first few months. Market cap went really high, but they'll never come back. And I think if you accept that, you'll be off in a better place. And I've come to accept that. I feel like not a lot of alts, I think very few will ever come back towards even half of their all-time high. That makes any sense. So for TIA, it's like crazy. Like there's no way. I think it's very difficult for TIA to even come back to $10, just simply because it's still so inflationary. And I think Polychain are still holding their bags, and they bought it for like 0.001 cents during the early round. So technically they're still up like 50x, or they're still up like 100x. So they're selling. And I know this for a fact because I talked to a friend of mine who works in a VC, and he's telling me actually quite a lot. Okay, you hear it first. Quite some VCs, especially the ones you know, their illiquid portfolio, they're trying to get rid of it, but no one's buying it. So yeah, that goes to show you. There you go. Now you know what the sentiment is like in the VC scene. Paradex nowadays having too many glitches and people complaining. That's why last week only 17k people got XP under farm, but product not that good yet. Didn't last night there was like a glitch with the start net, so Paradex BTC price went to 0? That's scary. Yeah, BTC price glitch. What does that mean for the people that got liquidated? Are they gonna get paid back? Like shit like this is scary. This is insane. That's Bart pattern in 5 minutes. Yeah, it does look like Bart Simpson. Like, what the fuck, dude? It's Trump, dude. It's Trump's hairpiece. Alright, where are we at with the flow? Decent bounce. Pretty good. You got another big boy buy. This guy is definitely fucked. Delta, CVD, coiling, but net delta is still in the negative. So if you're going to be looking for long reversal here, you better do it quick. In fact, I think we already missed it. New low, break the high, should have longed here. If you started holding BTC pre-2024, you basically wouldn't be concerned at all. That's true, yeah, but I told you. I don't think I'm going to be... Like, I don't hold BTC. I don't hold BTC. I still believe... I'm not going to lie, I still believe in fiat. As long as the US is in power. And I know there's still, you know, a lot of beef, but I think not in our lifetime, US will still be in power. So And international trade, a lot of them are in US dollar. There's no way. That's why they're allowing the debt to be that high. They're too lazy to do something about it, so they'll keep rolling over the debt. Fuck it. Stack more USD. Exactly. Cash is still the king. No, I'm just looking for ways to stack more cash. I'd only consider buying and hodling Bitcoin if I have like 10 million. Then I'll allocate like, some portion of that into BTC. But now let's just use BTC as a medium to stack cash. Cash is good. Hello, Anita Show. We get Black Swan Tuesday. Man, maybe. I don't know. It better be then. Fuck. Fill that gap and get it over with. Get that gap filled and get it over with. Please. Stop playing with our emotions, market. Can you see ETH and Sol? Yeah, sure. Let's check it out. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. What is this? I don't know what this is, but this looks cool. This is I don't know what that is, but and then you got this. This is Delta. But this one looks like a video game. All right, let's look at ETH and Sol. I need to get familiar with this one first. That's what I was saying. Like using a legit order flow platform as a price action trader, it's like, ah! You know that meme? What are these controls? How do you drive this thing? But we'll get good at it. We're on the right path, boys. Chart. Crypto. Let's look at Binance futures. ETH. So I go for ETH USDT. Some of them might have like these numbers, so I just go for this one because I think these are inverse perpetuals or some different contract. Okay, there we go. We got a new tab. Oh, that's ETC. My bad. New. ETH USDT there. That was nice. Open a chart to give you a brand new chart because this is not on browser. You need to download the app in order to use it. Only on Windows. Currently they don't have for Mac, but they're planning to make one for MacBook. Okay, let's reorient ourselves. Let's look at the hourly first. Okay, so my settings for big trades is take off auto filter and separated trades because cumulative trades, this one is like takes into account all volume, but separated trades is for individual. And minimum volume, you want to go for a smaller one, so roughly 10 a figure between 5 to 15. This also having 10 for minimum volume shows you I think minimum size would be like 100k, something like that. And then we go for Eclipse, add this on, and then you can filter the transparency like that. Nice. I have the profile here. 5 minutes. No big orders on ETH. Oh wait, what? What? Oh my god. I need to get familiar with this. My bad, my bad. Let's look at the price action then. Oh, was I not showing it? Shit, my bad. Yeah, this is what I was looking at yesterday. It looked really cool. I have no idea what that is, but alright, let's look at ETH. It's the same as well. ETH is a different story. Its range is really wide. That's why you see that meme where if you bought ETH in 2021 and then you compare it to now, you'd still be the same. If you had bought it during the bull run, never sold, never capitulated, you'd be, your ROI would be at 0. Wait, I'll be back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Hey, just realized it's dark as fuck here. But the question is, how many BTC is Michael holding? I mean, actually, no one in the office has an exact number. Michael's quite private like that. But it's a lot. 10 mil? That means you're almost there, Ron? Nah, man. Nah, bro. Not even close, dude. If I had 10 mil, dude, I'd be just chilling. I'd be doing IRL streams instead of looking at charts. Yeah. So let's see the the order. Okay, we got a new profile. Got a new profile. Oh, it's 2 hour. Let's make it hourly. Hourly VOC, that's cleaner. So past 2 hours. Yep. Ooh, look at that. The past 2 hours, the POCs between 91,000 and 90,950. I actually can look for a long if there are trap sellers. It's actually not a bad idea. It's the same playbook as yesterday. And then retest here maybe. Because these guys are in profit already. This guy's still in trouble. I think he's hoping right now. And you zoom in a bit more, you can see the delta. Let me get familiar with this. The footprint. What is this? What footprint is this? It's not position size. It's quantity of some sort. Damn. Gradual decline, but no big sell orders there. You have one big green boy. He got trapped. Huh. Thoughts about Fogo? What's that? What's Fogo? Oh my god, I'm not sharing it again. Shit, dude. my bad. Okay, here. Yeah, so last 2 hours, I've configured the market profile to have it hourly. So past 2 hours, the support is between 91,000 to 9,950. Can look for long here if there are trap sellers. Stops would be here. Maybe target that POC here, 91,700 if there's going to be a bounce. But you know, looking at the market condition now, if you're going for a long reversal, you don't really want to aim high. Even yesterday was aiming low, targeting that 50%, but we never got that 50% yesterday. That long, that continuation, it had good momentum, but then it started dying off the next hour and it just chopped like this, so I just closed my position. Fogo. What is Fogo? Okay, back here. Fogo sounds familiar. This one, right? We remember this. They had an airdrop campaign, right? Thoughts on Fogo? iFogo has now crossed 10 million staked and 102. See the price. Jesus. Boiling down. I think of it as every other alts that are out now. Will Tom Lee get bankrupt with too much ETH? There's like some argument going on. Well, not argument, but like some ETH validators I heard are leaving the ecosystem. They've unstaked because of the potential controlling share of Tom Lee in the Ethereum network. Let me try finding it again. I saw Can't find it. See if we can see it on CT. Yeah, it's something like this. It's basically Tom Lee versus the other ETH validators. I think they're feeling Tom Lee is a bit of a threat. So there's some arguments going there between them. How much is XRP now? $1.94. I just have a feeling XRP will eat this wick. $1.27. I don't think this will move with the rest of the market. Just simply because it was so overextended from 2024 up here, and then suddenly there's a wick in the sky. BTC is different. ETH is in the mids. It's the original meme coin in crypto. XRP. What do you even use with XRP? I don't even know. I don't even know. What's the utility of that? That gap, man. That gap. See, damn, look at that. 2 minutes ago, there was a big wick down there, but there's no big buy order triggering that. What? Maybe, I think it's on another exchange because this is only for Binance Futures. The big trades indicator doesn't seem like it's aggregated. It's only applicable to the exchange that the exchange data you're looking at. Separated. Yep. Correct. But surprisingly, yesterday, New York session didn't dump. It was ranging. Didn't dump. I'll show you what I mean. But let me see first. I feel like something big is about to happen. Oh, big boy green. Big boy buy. Yeah, we don't need this for now. Let's see the battle between the bulls and the bears. Big bears today. Even here yesterday. Shorts. XRP is useless without yield generating DeFi. And they got a chain too, right? But do they have any DApp that we can use? I think the last time we touched something that's XRP related is that testnet NFT marketplace on XRP. With ETH, at least I can farm and dump only. That's savage. Move chain also dead now. You're talking about movement. Let's actually see. But that was a nice airdrop. If you had selected to claim on Ethereum, that is. That was a banger. I mean, Soy had a bit of a rough patch, right? Their network went out for a couple of hours and no one noticed on CT. So movement is the bridge infrastructure between the move based chains like Aptos, Soy. I mean, if no one's talking about Aptos and Soy right now, they're not going to be looking at movement. Because movement was pretty nice when Soy went to $5, I think, during this period. Oh no, this wasn't when Soy went to $5, but there are a bunch of DeFi friends that I know that are big into Aptos and Soy. They were really bullish on movement at that time. And this was before the founder scandal. Actually, Ethereum gas is pretty low these days. Yeah, 13 cents. It's a record low. Maybe, what if ETH gas is a sign of market bottom? Duh. I just said it out loud. I thought I sounded smart there, but I'm like, wait a minute. That's been the case for years. Ah. Is there a chart that shows that? ETH gas market bottom. Average gas fee has dropped to 15 cents. Surely there's like a chart for ETH gas and comparing it with market bottom. Hey, there we go, crypto quant. Oh, this was 2023 though. ETH gas fee trend. Boy, no way, boy. Boy, no way, boy. Etherscan has gas tracker. Oh yeah, ETH gas eligibility check today, by the way. So if boys, we covered ETH gas on the main box mining channel last year where we interviewed their team. And if you had watched that video, you should be able to qualify for that airdrop if you participated in the seed campaign. So check to see if you qualified for the airdrop. Etherscan has gas tracker. Is there a date filter? Yes. Nah. Need premium for this. Alright, let's get back to BTC. Yeah. There were even worse cases. Somebody paid like 20K for a gas fee on ETH to mint an NFT. That was a horror story. 100. It's fucking crazy. Oh, okay. That's why. Okay. ETH gas fee trend. They don't have the trend. What do you think, boys? You think tonight New York will dump? Yesterday was fairly muted. I'll show you what I mean. I thought there was gonna be a high towards here, then dump for New York. But New York was this. 10:30 p.m. Here. And market close at 5 a.m. Hong Kong. Here. Very muted. And notice it's Australia again. Australia. Here. And then 7 a.m. that's CME futures open. Chop. And then the second 4-hour candle of Asia dump. Damn, look at that. Yesterday was holiday, maybe? Was it? Oh, yeah. Monday. Bank holiday, yeah. Ah, shit. Does that mean tonight we will see the... we will see the dump tonight? Look. If it's gonna dump, bro, it better dump here and then bounce. Dump here, bounce, range, accept above 93,000. All I want to see is Bitcoin trading above 93,000. The more we trade, the longer we trade above 93,000 and have that as a range, the longer that people will deem, let's start accumulating at this price. It's pretty stable. So from there on, let market equilibrium do its thing and then push up higher. Because 93,000 was the yearly open for 2025. It was a big key level last year, especially during December. That was a big sell wall. Oh, this indicator now is not. So this year, yearly open is 88,780. Current year mid, previous quarter mid, 104K. Yeah, that means on the yearly chart, we're fuck. Last year closed bearish. Yeah, it's not good. This is what I'm talking about. A reversal. So it's quite scary to see a continuation down. Maybe that's actually more likely. But that is only an entry model I use on the low time frame. Let me place at 73K just in case. Now it comes into perspective. Ryan, I think you should build and publish an indicator that does 50 to 80% of your charting. Could be a good marketing. I would like to refine it first before I start sharing in detail with you guys. Because I'm not happy with my performance, especially after October 10th, dude. I think I lost my edge since the liquidation cascade. It's so obvious the meta now has changed because the order book is quite thin. Reversals need to be very accurate. So I'm feeling it, but I recognize it. It's like a game. The market is like a game. It's like League of Legends. The meta changes, and now the meta is nerfed for reversal scalpers on the 1 minute, such as myself. That's why I'm trying my best now to find ways to see if there are if there's a combination of confluence that would help my current system to get better, higher win rate. But right now we're still, some accounts are 40% win rate, some accounts are at 50. The only variational is at 95% win rate. But yeah. Good long there. All right, boys. We're going to end the stream here. Take care of yourselves. Tonight, apparently, is not holiday for US, so I expect volatility tonight. If there's going to be a dump, I expect it to fill that gap fast and then bounce up, accepting above 93,000. Even 91,000, I'll take it. Like 90 is a good number. It's a good psychological number that we're okay with. It's a compromise. We got to compromise with the market, right? It's like a relationship. You okay with that? I'm okay with that. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. Anything above 90k is great, but if BTC starts with 8, it's really painful in the psychology. But yeah, okay. So remember, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. My name is Ron. Shana now. Wow, wow, wow.